Hello and welcome to my second Seoul vlog. We arrived in Seoul this morning and we have a jam-packed few days here, so I'm going to take you guys along with me. We are currently just at the train station. We are going to go down to Hongdae. We're basically going to spend the whole day down in Hongdae. There's like loads of cafes, loads of shopping, just like loads of random bits and pieces to do. We have already been there once before, but we really only went for like some food and drinks, whereas this time we're actually going to go and like explore all the shops and just like, you know, pop in and out of places. We are down in Hongdae. It's so quiet here in comparison to when we were last here. We have only just like popped into one of the shops. Annoyingly, we didn't bring our passport, so if you go shopping with your passport here, a lot of the places will give you a tax refund, but stupidly we did not bring our passports with us. Steven's actually pretty hungry, so I think we're gonna go and get some lunch, and then we're gonna tackle the shops. We're gonna go and get the BHC chicken and beer, which is like the #1 fried chicken here in Korea apparently. So that is on the itinerary today. I'm actually really excited to have some fried chicken because I feel like all we've done for the last like week straight is eat Korean barbecue, and as much as I do love Korean barbecue, your girl needs a break. So a lot of the places here, you just have like a tablet and you just get to order for yourself. So we've already got our food, and I'm gonna get this Malibu pineapple highball as my drink. This Malibu pineapple, bit of me, absolutely bit of me. I'm pretty sure with the highball it's meant to have whiskey in them, but maybe it's just Malibu pineapple.
Yeah,
cheesy chips, original fried chicken, beer for Steven, Malibu pineapple for me. So we are finished at BHC Chicken, which officially ticks off another one of the Korean places that we wanted to try whilst we were here. We did say the chicken was kind of just like fried chicken that you can get anywhere, but it was overall good value for money. So for chicken chips and 4 drinks, we spent $60, which I don't think is too bad. I think the chicken by itself is kind of expensive, but everything else is pretty cheap. So I guess like overall brings costs down. So a win is a win. We are heading to our next stop. I haven't told Steven what it is that we're going to because I want him to be surprised. So we should be there in like a minute or two.
Your cafe.
Annoyingly, he realized what it was too soon. But it's a sheep cafe. Do you want to get a coffee so we can go in and play with the sheep? And so here are the sheep, just chilling. Steven's trying to get a selfie with one. Did that scare you?
Huh?
Did that scare you that he moved his paw? So their names are Lulu and Rara. And now they're just chilling over there. Yeah, she responds like a dog. Nope. So we finished. What did you think of the sheep cafe?
It was good. they're not very. They don't seem to love people. Yeah,
they didn't really come that close. So to be honest, we tried to only pet them if they were coming close to us. That we didn't want to be bothering them. But yeah, just 2 random sheep in the cafe, which is just really, really strange. That's the one thing I would say about Korea though. I feel like Korea has really, really, really capitalized on the cafe, bakery business. Like they really have got that master. There are so many cafes here. Literally, I feel like we've eaten our body weights in pastry since we've been here. Okay, we're arriving at our second place of the day.
Oh, the Harry Potter one.
Is it open? Open.
Oh, it's in here?
Yeah. Hello. We've got the big dragon already to start with. Guys, this place is 5 floors. What the hell? I didn't realize that they were such big Harry Potter fans here. This is the 2nd floor, which is obviously meant to be the Great Hall. These are my drinks. Even thinks that they look disgusting. This was meant to be a beer. What is it? A caramel beer or something? Is that what they said? Little taste test.
It's just sugar.
It's probably cinnamon sugar. It's
the weirdest taste ever.
gonna be drunk. How much was it? It's like $10.
$10, yeah.
With $10 you need to drink it.
I definitely do that. That's $10 a little bit of waste. That's fucking
Oh, that's just like an Oreo milkshake.
yeah.
Unlucky. So they even have robes that you can try on. I've gone for Slytherin and Steven's gone for boring old Gryffindor. Unpopular opinion, but I always used to say that I would be in Slytherin if I got to choose which Harry Potter house I'd be in. We are almost at hut 3 of cafe hopping, and I feel like this one's actually more for me than it is for Steven. Again, he doesn't know what it is though, but I don't really feel like you're gonna care that much, to be honest. So this is stop number 3, and this is the ramen library. Look at all of the ramens. This is like literally my idea of heaven. I am obsessed with instant noodles. So unfortunately we're not actually getting any ramen from the ramen library because we have just been eating a lot, and like every time you cafe hop you have to buy a drink basically, so I'm very full at the minute. So we're actually now gonna go and jump on the bus, much to Steven's dismay. This man hates the bus. That's been his least favourite part about being in Korea, is there's lots of buses and not that many trains that we've been getting. But we're gonna go and have a picnic down by the Han River, which seems to be the thing that people do. So the tradition over here, when you go and do a picnic on the Han River, you get ramen. So you buy your instant ramen from 7-Eleven, and then they have all of these hot water machines, so you can literally just cook up your ramen and you just wait for it to cook. So it has like a little timer that tells you how long it's gonna take, and then once this is all cooked up, we take it over there, we sit in the grass and enjoy our picnic. So I've got a little picnic blanket, which you guys can't really see, that we rented for $5. And it's actually London themed, so I'm feeling right at home right now. I got my ramen, which I'm hoping is chicken flavoured ramen, but honestly I couldn't read the packaging and Google Translate didn't really give me much info, so who knows. And then got a little can. What did you get? So we got an Asahi, I got a Summersby, cheers, and we're gonna just chill out and have a little picnic. Good morning, and it is our final full day here in Korea, which is so sad. Today we are going to Lotte, which is basically like a theme park, amusement park type thing. So I'm hoping it's going to be really fun. We did buy these tickets on Klook and we paid for Fast Pass as well. We did actually go past a Lotte when we were in Busan and it looked empty. So I don't know if the Fast Passes will actually be needed, but when we got them for Universal, it was like the best decision I think we ever made, because it meant we didn't have to queue for anything. Like everything was very quick fire, very fast. The weather has also heated up today, so I'm actually not wearing a jumper, so I'm hoping it's going to stay warm all day. But we've just come out for breakfast to fuel ourselves before heading over to Lotte World. Here is our little breakfast. Ham and cheese, toasty, very basic, very me. And so we've got a pesto and ham and cheese toasty. We're gonna go half and half. And then a hot chocolate. They don't really serve English breakfast tea here, and I obviously don't drink coffee, so I've been having hot chocolates everywhere. We made it to Lotte World, and I know I've been calling it Lotte World, but I think it's actually pronounced Lotte World. But here we are. We made it inside. We've been on one ride already, although it was a 4D ride, and if you guys know me, I get so motion sick and so car sick that the 4D rides and me, we do not get on. I learned that the hard way at Universal in Japan. So that one that we just did, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't ideal. I want to go on roller coasters. So this theme park is kind of crazy because some of the roller coasters are inside, and this one here is like a giant loop, and it's just like fully inside this place. It's crazy. We're hoping that it's running because I would like to see somebody go on it. Here we are going into the outside part. So basically this theme park is like this inside part here, and then you've also got like an outside section, and we've got this knockoff Disneyland basically I said it was like a B-Tech version of Disneyland Paris, the castle. I think you can go in the castle. So that's what I want to go and do now. Steven's already found a ride he does not want to go on, but there is one he thinks he's going to enjoy, so we're going to go on that one first. So the thing that people tend to do here is they'll come and they'll dress up in school uniforms. I'm not sure if this is from like a Korean TV show or something, but they all dress up in school uniforms. But in case you guys couldn't guess, I did not manage to persuade Steven to dress up in a school uniform for a theme park. So we paid for fast pass, and honestly I think it was a good idea, because the queue, for even just for this ride, bear in mind it's quite early, looked massive, and we are here on a weekday, so it's probably quieter than what it usually is, and we're just pretty much about to walk straight on. There's about 4 people ahead of us in our fast pass queue. How are you feeling? First roller coaster since Japan. Second roller coaster, third roller coaster actually in your whole life. After a quick little break of trying to hype Steven up to get on more roller coasters, yeah, too. Reddit has managed to convince him that we can go on this next one. Yeah. So it seems like this one is all underground and it's like sci-fi themed. How you feeling about this one? Better or worse than the last one?
Probably better because I got the first one done.
Yeah. Last time he looked like he was gonna have a heart attack at one point when I looked over at him on the first ride, but it ran off really fast. Like, you know, usually the roller coasters, you know, you take a little while to like get to the top and then you have a big drop. This one just like went straight away. It was so much fun. About to go on one of these drop rides. Steven's decided to give this one a miss. He doesn't quite have it in him to do to this one, but the Comet Express was a bizarre roller coaster. It's like all inside, all underground, just in like these little carts that sort of like rotate. It was really strange, but it was fun, and I actually think Steven didn't hate it. Basically, the reason why I'm trying to get him to like roller coasters is because next year I think we'll go to Florida, and we'll go obviously to Universal. Not necessarily Universal, but we'll go to where all the theme parks are in Florida. And I want him to be able to enjoy the roller coasters, because otherwise it's really like a long day of him just kind of standing around whilst I go on the roller coasters. So that's why I'm trying to like push him to try and like them. Quick lunch break, and we've got a cat-shaped pizza and a very teeny tiny little portion of fries. We've come to the Starfield Library, which is this place that you've probably seen all over social media, where people come to get their Instagram pictures. But to be honest, it's kind of busy and I don't really care that much about getting the Instagram pic here. I just wanted to come see it. I actually, I don't think I've spoken about this yet on the vlog. Oh no, maybe I did in my triathlon video, but I've been getting this bad pain in my right glute, which I thought was an injury, and then it kind of went away for a little bit, and then I didn't think anything of it, and then just randomly now as we've been walking, I've started getting a shooting pain again. So love that for me, considering this whole holiday is really just like a lot of steps and a lot of walking. I'm kind of hoping it will go away again, but I think when I get back to Australia, I'm gonna have to go and see a GP and get it checked out, because like when the pain's there, it's really bad. Like I'm thinking it's either piriformis or sciatica, but who knows. So I have to go see a GP and pray that it's not going to affect my running and affect my marathon training. I know I did not film very much last night, but summary, we ended up going out for dinner. We picked up a random friend in the queue for dinner, so we ended up having dinner with this friend that we just met, and then we decided to go out and have a few drinks. So we went out in Itaewon and kind of stayed out for a little while. I was like really nervous about being hungover this morning, so I didn't drink too much, but your girl bought 4 sets I should say, of activewear with her this trip, thinking I was gonna go for 4 runs. And I'm on my final day of the trip and I haven't done a single run. So I'm dressed, I'm gonna go do a run. I'm gonna hopefully run 5K. I know I was saying yesterday I've had this like pain in my glute. I actually haven't felt the pain at all when I run. So I'm gonna warm up and stretch now, but I'm gonna go head out on a little, hopefully a 5K. I'm gonna suss it out because I also only bought shorts with me and it's not the warmest in Korea at the minute, but let's go for a run in my second country that I'll have running this year. I was so focused on the run that I kind of forgot that I was meant to be vlogging for this. But I did film a TikTok, so if you don't want to see the whole run, you can go check it out on my TikTok. I'm almost finished. I'm at like 4.3. So by the time I get back to the hotel, I'll be at 5. Not gonna lie, this run has felt really, really, really tough. It's my first run in a couple of weeks and the legs are feeling heavy. My glute is feeling okay and I'm hungry. Our final breakfast in South Korea, we've got pain au chocolat, cheese and bacon roll thingy, pizza bread, bagel, hot chocolate, and whatever Steven's drinking. One thing I've got to say I will be sad about when we leave is how good all of the pastries are here. Like genuinely, I reckon these are like the best bakeries that I've ever been to, and it's just like every single one that we've been to has been really, really, really good. We are just figuring out how we're going to get to the airport later. There's a bus that's only 18,000 won each, so 36,000, or we can get a taxi which could be up to 75,000, which is like $80, which is like kind of an annoying amount to spend on a taxi. But I know that that's what Steven is hinting at that he wants to do because he's got this weird thing against buses. Steven's given me his pickles because he doesn't like them and I freaking love pickles. Also, this bacon and cheesy bread could be one of the best things I've had this entire trip. It's so good. Our final day in Korea, and we've come shopping again. We've come back to the area that we went to on our first proper day here, which is called Itaewon. And it's basically like loads of cafes, shops, like just little bits and pieces that you can kind of pop in and out. I mean, we're both absolutely stuffed for breakfast, so we're not going to get any food, but we kind of have time to pass, to be honest. I would say we've sort of definitely had enough time over here. To be honest, we probably could have even done with one day less because we're not really actually doing anything today. We're sort of just passing the time until it's time to go to the airport this evening. But there are a couple of things that I want to do. I want to get a caricature done, which I'm pretty sure there's a shop somewhere amongst all of these shops that we're at now. We need to buy a magnet and we need to buy a postcard because we like to collect magnets and postcards from each destination that we go to. And then I'm going to go to Olive Young, which is like their version of like a Chemist Warehouse maybe? Like Chemist Warehouse on steroids. And we're going to do some shopping. I'm going to get some, well, I don't actually know if I'm going to buy that much for me, but I'm going to buy some things for other people. And I already went to the pharmacy to get some Korean skincare for my friends. So that's kind of the plan right now.
You drew somebody else.
We just finished getting our caricature done, and you obviously can't see it whilst they're drawing, but afterwards he showed it to us. Anyway, apparently I've got a new boyfriend because this is us. We'll show it where you can actually see us next to that. What do you guys think? Is that accurate? Why are you blonde? I look white.
Look yourself.
Anyway, we paid $30 for that.
You should have got Charlie drawn in there.
I mean, I'm still happy we did it, but we did sit there for half an hour and it doesn't really look anything like us.
Really? Not like this?
We just popped into a GS25, which is basically just like a 7-Eleven well, we actually only came in here to get some water, but they've got all of these like robot things that make everything for you. Like they've got this one here that makes ice cream. Bizarre, so you can get your toppings, it gets the ice cream ready. This one over here does your coffee. There's a pizza one over there. So this whole thing, everything is just done by robots, which is a scary sign of this is what the future's gonna be like. We've come out for lunch and the absolute dream of free food to get for lunch is a thing of pickles. This is like actually 10 out of 10. This restaurant is already 5 out of 5 in my opinion. So I know I just said that restaurant would get 5 out of 5 purely for having pickles, but that was genuinely the worst meal we've had in our entire time here. It was so bad, which is a shame because I feel like now it's kind of like a little bit of a downer at the end of the trip. So we've come to get ourselves a piece of cake to cheer ourselves up. But anyway, I'm going to end the vlog here. So if you did make it to the end, I really hope you enjoyed it and I will see you in the next video.